It's tax season. Need help filing your taxes? We fill you in on the free tax preparation help provided at the college.
The college's living room is where students come to relax, study, and just hang out. But it wasn't always like that on some Thursday afternoons. More information on this space issue coming up.
And the college's freedom of speech codes are changing. We talk with one college student who had a big part in making these policy changes. All that and much more on this edition of Courier TV News. Hi, and thanks for joining us. I'm Nick Petrillo. At last week's Board of Trustees meeting, the members not only welcomed a new trustee, but they also got back to the business of governing the college. Joining me now in the studio is CNTV reporter Alex Bruzek with a look at some of those changes.
Hi, Nick. Yes, the board had a packed agenda last week. It was our first opportunity to see the newest member, David Olson, in action. And it was also the second meeting with the quorum, which gave them an opportunity to make some decisions. Goodbye to the living room and hello to the SRC 2000. There's a new venue for the Board of Trustee meetings. During public comment at the November 5th Board of Trustees meeting, Student Body President Joe Stahl suggested to the board to consider relocating their meetings to SRC 2000 to allow students the opportunity to enjoy the living room. The board listened and moved last week's meeting and all upcoming meetings to SRC 2000.
Super happy that they chose to move that and really respect the fact that this space is a student space and for student use.
The living room location was utilized under the Open Meetings Act that the college was required by law to move the monthly board meetings to a larger venue to accommodate larger attendance. The board meetings are still heavily attended, but SRC 2000 is large enough for attendees. And at last week's Board of Trustees meeting, the board removed the current free speech policy.
We want to have our rights. It's very important to us. It's the number one thing on our list, and I believe it's the number one thing on your list.
The college is now in the process of implementing a more constitutional policy that Joe Enders, founder of the Campus Libertarians, has been working on with acting interim president Joseph Collins in order to recreate the school's protocol on distributing club materials. The group made headlines last September when Enders and his club members were told to stop handing out flyers by campus police.
You can't have everybody out here doing this, okay? Otherwise you'd have stuff lined up all along here. Everybody have a different view and a different point. So you can't do that.
Like free speech.
Enders believes the restrictions are a direct violation to the First Amendment rights of COD students.
I believe that all opinions are sacred and that none of them should be masked by any sort of regulation, because it doesn't matter how intolerant your opinion is or how much the administration doesn't like it, it's your right to have it.
The group had been waiting almost 3 months for a response from college administration. With their approval, these changes allow clubs to express their First Amendment rights on campus. For more information or to join the Campus Libertarians, visit their Facebook page at Campus Libertarians at College Ado page. The board did a good job working together to vote on some very important issues. But I'm not going to say there wasn't any fighting or disputes going on.
Well, there's no avoiding that. What can you tell us about tonight's meeting?
At tonight's meet, the board addressed the issues that were brought up by the Higher Learning Commission. The Faculty Association presented to the board the vote of no confidence resolution and other issues concerning the HLC report. Association President Glenn Hansen addressed the board with his concerns.
As we look at what's happened over the last several years, there's been a need for further evaluation of our processes and the personnel involved in it, a serious look at all of ourselves and what we do, and that really leads us to a position of being responsible, accepting responsibility for our actions and decisions, and then being accountable for those. But most important, we have to look at evaluating our processes and the decisions were made so that when a year from now HLC again revisits the issue, we can show that it's not only that we fix the past problems by cleaning up the outcomes, but we've fixed the process so that it will not happen again.
There was a large turnout by faculty and community members in support of this issue tonight.
Thanks for the update, Alex. COD's greatest wordsmiths competed in a poetry slam this afternoon. The event was held as part of the Black Variations Voice and Vision Cultural Festival. Poets and onlookers alike gathered in the student lounge to hear some great performances from the COD community. Many of the performances dealt with life experiences of African Americans and the Black Lives Matter movement. For more information on Black History Month events, log on to their website at cod.edu/BHM.
Need a job? Seeking an internship? Looking for extra cash? Help is at your fingertips 24/7 with Chaps Get Hired, COD's online career link brought to you by Career Services.
The Career Services Center is kicking off Chaps Get Hired Week on Monday, February 29th through March 3rd. Students will have the opportunity to learn about the college's job and internship database. The electronic job board connects students to thousands of employers, jobs, and internship opportunities. For more information about CHAPS Get Hired Week or Career Services Center, contact them at 630-942-2230. Follow Career Services on Twitter and Instagram at COD Career Center. Experience Claire Ashley's exhibit, Lumpy Morsels, Hot Rocks, at the Cleve Carney Art Gallery. The exhibit continues her investigation into the relationship between sculpting, color, and performance, with the art being present and able to be touched.
They get the humor, they get the play, they get the sort of immediacy of them, and they get the relationship, I think, to bounce houses or to clouds or cotton candy or something like that. The event runs from now until March 19th. For more information or to see more of Claire Ashley's work, visit claireashley.com. The College of DuPage will be hosting Global Flicks at the Playhouse Theater. Global Flicks introduces students and the community to a variety of acclaimed international films. The films are presented in their original language with English subtitles.
You're not here to see a pop culture film. You are here to be more than just entertained, but to learn about what is happening in our world, what has happened in our world, to understand what is going on with different individuals, whether it be a biography or documentary.
Global Flicks is free and open to the public to attend. The two final film screenings will be on Wednesday, March 3rd and 9th at 1:30 p.m. and 7:30 p.m. in the Playhouse Theater at the Mackinac Arts Center. For more information on Global Flicks, visit at themac.org. Scholarship applications for Fall 2016 are now open. Eligibility varies, as well as the amount. This fall, $463,000 are available through the college.
I would strongly encourage students to start early. Many of our scholarships require additional information such as essays or personal statements or even letters of recommendation. So I highly encourage students to start early so that they can get that information back in time to meet the deadline.
For additional information on the College of DuPage's scholarship opportunities and deadlines, visit their website. April 15th, Tax Day, is approaching. Need help filing your taxes? CNTV reporter Jeremy fills you in on the free tax preparation help provided at the college.
It was the first round of many last Saturday at the College of DuPage as a diligent handful of students count columns and crunch numbers for faculty members in preparation for this year's 2016 tax rush.
In order to get a feel for how big of an undertaking it is to file someone's taxes, I sat down with Professor Rob Budney and student Jessica Hatton to really get an understanding of what goes through the tax prepping process.
Well, there's a lot of ways it affects people. Number one is, like you said, the taxes. But beyond that is, if you go to a preparer, even a small return nowadays, it's probably about $200 to get prepared. And so at this site, it's free. So that saves the person who's coming about $200. And at the same point, it gives the students a good skill set to go forward.
We will take them one at a time in pairs. So myself and then my filing partner in the class will work together with each client that comes in one at a time. We'll process typically maybe about 5 returns a day per partner group, so maybe about 60 a week for the class.
Tax preparation takes place in the Seton Computing Center and goes from February 20th to April 16th on Saturdays from 8 a.m. to noon. I'm Jeremy Thomas with Courier TV News.
Eleanor Cecinas is our Athlete of the Week. Stefanie Cervantes shows us why Eleanor's slam dunk attitude has made her a star athlete and a leader amongst her teammates.
The women's basketball team is able to score big points thanks to point guard Eleanor Cecinas' ability to dish the rock to her teammates. However, Eleanor does more than just help her teammates make baskets.
I try to be positive as much as I can and be encouraging to my teammates to make sure that they are confident in their shot or their passes or anything that they do on the court.
Eleanor's love of basketball had started at a young age.
I started playing when I was 7 at the Wheaton Park District, and then I've played ever since. I played through grade school, all 4 years of high school, and then now this year.
While being on the team is something Eleanor prides herself on, her many other interests are what keep her well-rounded.
I really like to be active, so I like to play just like other sports or work out, and that's about it.
The confidence Eleanor has gained on the court is translated off the court as she works harder in school.
I try to work hard at my classes and getting the good grades to be successful in life, and it gives me confidence like when I'm social with people, so I'm more confident talking with people.
Eleanor has a few parting words for those thinking about joining a team.
If you have the opportunity to play a college sport, that you should really take it, because you'll have great memories, and I feel like you would regret if you don't take up that opportunity.
I'm Stefanie Cervantes for Courier TV News.
Thanks for watching this week's edition of Courier TV News. Have a great weekend.